Why do some people climb to the highest peaks of human potential, while others, just as talented, stay stuck at base camp? What fuels the relentless fire in elite athletes, billionaires, and visionary leaders when most people's motivation burns out at the first sign of rain? It's not just luck, it's not just genetics, and it's definitely not an accident. The answer lies in a completely different kind of psychological fuel. Welcome to the Deep Dive. In this audiobook, we are going to decode the operating system of the world's highest achievers. We will explore the neuroscience of dopamine, the architecture of impossible goals, and the brutal truth about what sacrifice really looks like. You will learn why playing it safe is the riskiest move you can make, and how to engineer your life for exponential growth. So ask yourself right now, are you interested in success, or are you committed to it? Because there is a massive difference. The spark: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Science tells us that high achievers are driven by three core psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and belonging. They don't work because a boss told them to. They operate from a place of self-determination. They possess an internal locus of control, a deep belief that they are the architects of their own fate. Consider an Olympic athlete. Their sport isn't a hobby, it's their oxygen. They eat, sleep, and breathe their craft. But it's not just about the gold medal, it's about the craving for mastery. Neurologically, their brains are wired differently. Dopamine, the molecule of more, is their fuel. It doesn't just make them feel good when they win, it drives them to seek out optimal challenges just to prove to themselves that they can survive the fire. Golden nugget: adopt a growth mindset. Average people believe talent is a fixed trait. You either have it or you don't. High achievers believe intelligence and skill are muscles. They don't fear failure because to them, failure is just data. It's simply feedback in the equation of self-improvement. But belief alone won't get you to the top. To keep that fire from burning out, you need to build a structure around it. You need an architecture of purpose. Chapter 1: The Architecture of Purpose. Focus and precision, task orientation, versus
ego orientation. There is a profound difference between dreaming big and building a target. Average people are obsessed with ego orientation, how they look compared to others. High achievers are obsessed with task orientation, the perfect execution of the craft itself. They are chasing their own personal bests, not someone else's shadow. Elite performers say, "My joy comes from setting a target and hitting it." They don't just want the win, they want the perfect run. They want the technique that defies physics. Don't be the donkey. Here is a brutal truth. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. There is an old fable about a donkey that starves to death, standing exactly between a pile of hay and a bucket of water because it couldn't decide which one to go for first. High achievers understand the power of singular focus. If you chase 10 projects in a year, you will move an inch in 10 directions. If you chase one project for a year, you will move a mile. The antelope strategy. Stop hunting field mice. If you spend your day chasing small, easy tasks, field mice, you might feel busy, but you will starve at the end of the day. A lion hunts antelopes. Antelopes are big.
They are hard to catch, but one antelope feeds the lion for a week. High achievers hunt antelopes, tasks that are difficult, scary, and change the entire game. So, look at your to-do list today. Are you hunting mice, or are you hunting antelopes? Chapter 2: The Ethics of Grind and Sacrifice. The Mathematics of Hard Work. When Elon Musk was asked about his secret, he didn't talk about magic. He talked about math. He said, if other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you are putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you are doing the same thing, you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve. This isn't just hustle culture, it's an obsession. High achievers operate with a bottom-line mentality. The world doesn't owe you anything. If a mission requires 100% effort and you give 99%, in their eyes, you have failed. They don't look for excuses, they look for solutions. Embrace the suck. Here is a life-changing insight. Pain is a signal to grow, not a signal to stop. One high achiever shared a story about running at 5 a.m. in the freezing Canadian winter when he was just 15 years old. He didn't do it because he loved running. He did it because he hated it. He understood that the greater the internal resistance, the greater the growth on the other side. Winners see an obstacle and think, this is where everyone else will stop. Therefore, this is where I can get ahead. Success requires a sacrifice. It requires being willing to be unpopular. It requires working while others are partying. It requires staying focused on the result even when every fiber of your being wants to quit. High achievers don't look for the easy path. They look for the path that delivers results. But hard work without strategy is just burning gas in neutral. To truly win, you need to master the art of risk. Chapter 3. Engineering Risk and Failure. Playing to win versus playing not to lose. Most people go through life playing not to lose. They protect what they have. They stay small. High achievers play to win. The difference is massive. They don't just take risks, they engineer risk. They understand that without risk, there is no geometric growth. Neuroscience backs this up. People with a growth mindset have a stronger brain response to mistakes.
Their brains literally light up when they fail because they are hyper-attentive to correcting the error. They don't take failure personally, they take it operationally. Copyright your faults is a brilliant piece of advice. Copyright your faults. We all have weaknesses. Instead of trying to hide them or become average at everything, turn your unique flaw into an asset. If you are too loud, be the loudest person in the room. If you are obsessive, channel that into detail. Make your bug your feature. Be undeniably you. Seek thoughtful disagreement. Don't be afraid to be the least knowledgeable person in the room. Real winners seek out the smartest people who disagree with them. They cultivate thoughtful disagreement. They aren't trying to be right for their ego, they're trying to find the truth. They stress test their ideas against the best minds to ensure they are solid. So, are you surrounding yourself with people who stroke your ego or people who sharpen your mind?
Chapter 4. Strategy, Network, and Capital. Invest in access, not assets. Here is a common trap. People make a little money and immediately buy liabilities that look like assets. A big house, a luxury car. They buy things to look rich. High achievers advise differently. Don't invest in a house, invest in your brand and your brain. A house ties up your cash and anchors you to one spot. Instead, use that capital to buy information and access. Information is the real currency. Take your money and put it into your head. Go to those black tie charity galas not to donate, but to sit at the table with the people you want to become. Build your network. Build your brand. Golden nugget, your network is your net worth. The side hustle strategy. Here is a counterintuitive strategy. Don't quit your day job yet. Studies show that entrepreneurs who keep their day job while building their side hustle are 30% more successful. Why? Because financial desperation kills creativity. When you are worried about paying rent, you make short-term, fear-based decisions. Keep your base secure so you can swing for the fences with your business. Be a shark. Be mobile.
High achievers go where the opportunity is. They aren't afraid to move to a new city or country to be near the money and the connections. They adapt. Chapter 5. Inner Mastery and Legacy. The CPU of the mind. At the end of the day, when the lights go out, all you have left is your mindset. Almost 100% of the world's top performers practice some form of meditation or journaling. This isn't woo-woo, it's system maintenance. Journaling allows you to dump the noise, the anger, and the anxiety from your brain onto the page. It clears your RAM so you can run faster. The power of silence. The most valuable advice might be the simplest. Take time to be quiet. In a world that is constantly screaming for your attention, the ability to sit in total silence for 20 minutes, no phone, no distractions, is a superpower. This is when your brain connects the dots. This is when the strategy solidifies. Build a legend. High achievers aren't just working for a paycheck, they're working for a legacy. They want to know that when they leave this earth, their name will continue to grow because they created real value for society.
They prioritize their personal growth over their business growth because they know the business can only grow as big as the leader. Don't be afraid to dream dangerously big. If you feel like an NBA player stuck in a rec league, start acting like a pro. Don't accept your current salary as your value. Accept it as fuel for your next destination. Conclusion: the rocket launch. The mindset of a high achiever is a fusion of burning internal passion, precise architectural planning, relentless work, calculated risk-taking, and constant investment in self. Success isn't a destination, it's a lifestyle that begins the moment you decide your talent is just the starting line and your effort is the only limit. Think of success like a rocket launch. The mindset is the engine, the goals are the navigation system, the hard work is the jet fuel. Most people fear the friction of the atmosphere, the struggle, the pain, the resistance. But high achievers know that only by pushing through that friction can you reach the silence and the infinite possibility of outer space. Thank you for watching Mindset Tools, the channel that shifts your mindset.